So good morning students. So welcome to the computer class. So in the last class we have discussed about the fourth chapter, okay? And all the exercise questions and answers I have put it in your subject group. So check it in the group, okay? Okay, now in this class we can see the fifth chapter, that is input output in C. Okay, then what do you mean by input? Input means whatever the data we are giving to the computer, that what we can call it as an input, okay? And what do you mean by output then? What is the result obtained after the execution of an input, that what we can call it as an output, okay? So whatever the data we are typing through keyboard, that we can call it as an input, and once we have typed the input we will get the output on the screen. So what is the result we have obtained on the screen, that what we can call it as an output, okay? For input, for writing a C program, we are using some code here, that what we can call it as stdin, that means standard input. And for output we are writing stdout, that is standard output, okay? One image they have given, see here. To the program we are giving a input, okay, through keyboard, that is input. And once we have written the program, we will going to get the answer through screen on the monitor, that is output, okay? That is the explanation of that image, okay? So there are some standard library functions and predefined macros we are using to write a C program, okay? Standard okay, then we can move to the next one, that is printf. Printf is predefined function which is used to display the value and the output on the screen, okay? See here, to write a program, what we are need some input information, isn't it? So once we have written a input information, we have to see the output, okay? From where you will going to see the output? Through monitor you will going to see the output, okay? To print that output, I mean to see that output, we are using a function called printf, okay? So this printf can display any combination of numeric value, single character and strings, okay? So the syntax for this is given here. See here, printf format string, we have to write it in double quote and comma variable 1 comma variable 2, ends with a common bracket and ends with a semicolon, okay? See here, if you miss any single comma or full point, so you will get an error in the computer while executing a program, okay? We will going to do all these C programming in the lab. So okay, so we will conduct one lab. In that lab I will going to teach everything, okay? So then it has some values. A format string can contain the following values. See here, those values are characters that are displayed in double quote. As I earlier said, it should be in a double quote. See there, format string, it will be in double quote, no? Then conversation specification that begins with a ampersand sign, okay? So it in printf we are reading an information, no? So to reading an character, for that one we are using an ampersand, that we can call it as a percentage. Then ampersand is nothing but AND function, percentage is nothing but that is the sign, percentage is the sign, sorry, by mistake I have got confused. Then escape sequence that begins with the slash sign, okay? Escape sequence, it will going to begins with a slash sign. See this example carefully. Write a C program to display the values on the screen. What they have given, see here, hash include std input output dot h, then they have entered a void main function, then they have declared average with a variable with a function called int, with a data type called int average equal to 123, and float, that is for decimal. For that one we are using a data type called float PER 32.6. Then what they have for printf, see here, we want to see the average and percentage on the screen. For that one we have to write the code like this: printf in double inverted average equals to %d and /n, percentage equals to %f ends with a double quote, comma, avg and per. See here, whatever we have declared over there in the void main, that is int avg, we have declared as avg. You should write it same avg. If you write avge, it will not take it, it will give an error. Okay, whatever we have declared, we should write it in a printf. And percentage, that is per, ends with a common bracket and ends with a semicolon, then ends with a flower bracket. This is how the C program we will going to write it. Okay, once we have written this C program, we have using a Turbo C software for execution of C program. Okay, in the lab I will explain. Okay, and what the average we will get output as, see here, average equal to 123 and percentage equal to 32.6. Then format specification. Then what is the format specification? As I earlier said, there are some format specifications are the symbols that are used in the printf control strings. See here, there are some format specifications are there with the description. See here, %d, it will going to display the integer type value, and %f, it displays the float type variable, and %c displays the character type data, and %s for display string type variable remaining same. Okay, it will going to display as they have shown in the descriptions. These specification we are using in writing a C program. Okay, then what are escape sequences? So these are special characters that begins with a backslash. See here, backslash is nothing but an enter key. For example, we are writing something into the page. Once we hit the enter, it will come to the next line. That too in a C program, if in that too on the screen, output screen, if the answer should come in the next line, for that one we are using a /n. See here, it is given printf, to move the cursor to the next line, use /n escape sequences. So what the output we will going to get it, see here, up to use, it will be in the first line. There we have written /n. Here the sentence will going to cut it and it will show in the next line. Escape sequence, it will be shown in the next line. If you okay, then if you given /n, what it will be, what the output we will get. See here, in the printf they have given after the use only they have given /n. Only if we give the single /n, it will go into the next line. If you written /n, it will not go into the next line. It will going to print /n. See the output, you will going to get an idea. Okay, then there are some escape symbols will be there with their descriptions. They are given. See it carefully. Slash, this is a single quotation mark used for character literals, and slash with a double quotation mark used for string literals, and // displays a backslash remaining the same. So these are all the escapes and the descriptions we are using in the, go through that table with the escape and description, you are going to get to know. Okay, those symbols are used for that purpose. Okay, as they have mentioned in the table. Okay, next we can move to the scanf. We have seen printf, then what, now we can see the scanf. This scanf function is used to read data from the keyboard and stores it in the memory. Okay, so once we have get the output, we should read it in a screen. No, for that one we are using a scanf. So after printf we have to write a scanf. Here syntax used for this is scanf format string in double inverted comma list of variables ends with a semicolon. So okay, see these examples as they have given in the book carefully. We are going to get to know how to use the scanf. So similarly we have to start with a C program with the header files hash include std input output dot h conio dot h, and we have to open the void main function. Then we have to declare it the data types with the variables int a float b, and we have to clear on screens. So this clear on screen is used to clear the screen. Okay, then printf, here they will going to give enter the value of a. Okay, we are printing the enter the value of a. Then to read that value of printed value we are using a scanf over here. See here, for integer we are using a %d. For decimal points we are using a %f, as I earlier said. See here, these descriptions they have given in the last page. I have given. See here, this is the page. %d, this is for integer, %f for float, %c for character, like this we have to use it. Okay, in the format specifications they have given. Okay, so enter the value for a. After that scanf %d /n and ampersand a, that is to read a value of printed value we are using a scanf. Similarly for value for b, we are using a float declaration, isn't it? Float data type we are used. For that in the scanf you should write %f, okay, and ampersand b. So what we will get the last sentence in the printf, the values entered for a and b are %d and %f, comma a and a comma b, ends with a semicolon, ends with a flower bracket. This is how we are writing a C program with printf and scanf. Okay, you should do one thing, all of you student, you should install the Turbo C software. In that you should try to write these C programs and execute it. Okay, you try it in home. If you didn't get, I will explain you. Okay, then there are some descriptions of syntaxes will be there. See here, the format string must be text enclosed within a pair of double quotes, as I said. Okay, everything it will be in the printf, whatever in the we are writing a sentence with the double quotes, like that. Then each format command starts with a modulus, that is percentage sign, followed by one of the format specifies percentage. See here in the scanf what we are writing, %d, like percentage we are using, no, for that one they are calling it as modulus. Okay, then argument are written as variable names with each variable preceded by the ampersand sign, that is and. Here to read a value what we are using here, ampersand a. Okay, that's what they are explaining again here with the description of that syntax, as I earlier said. Okay, then get char. See here, this is another function which reads the character that has been most recently typed and displayed it immediately on the screen. Okay, so whatever we are giving an input to the program, so and we are printing it, okay, through the printf, and we are reading it through the scanf. So to immediately see the value on the output, we are using a function called getChar. The syntax for this is variable equals to getChar with a empty common brackets ends with a semicolon is the syntax. Okay, see the one of the C program they have given as an example to understand that one. here similarly header files hash include std input output dot h conio dot h void main. Here they have declared with a data type called char and variable they have taken it as ch. Then they will going to print it with a printf, press any key, then ch equal to get char. Okay, if you write like this, so we will going to directly get the value of ch, whatever we are giving the value, that will going to print it on the screen. So after that we have to write the printf. The key is pressed from the keyboard is character C and ch. Ch is nothing but variable, char is nothing but character. For character we are using here modulus as C. Modulus C we are character, for character we are using a percentage C. Okay, this is how we are using a get char. Similarly put char. So this put char function is analogous function to get char functions for wrong characters one at a time on the screen. For writing characters one at a time on the screen. For example, to print more characters and writing characters one at a time, we are using this put char. Okay, so one example and the syntax for this is put char and variable name. Okay, so the program they have given. Similarly, we have to open the header files hash include std input output dot h conio dot h void main, and we have to declare with a data type char, variable as a, then printf we have to write it. For that one enter a character, then we have to a equal to get char. So we have to write like this because we have taken a variable as a. Then we have to read it, put char equal to a. So whatever we are entering a character, that it will going to print it on the screen. If you write like this, this is the code how we are writing a program. Okay, once we have written like this, after we have executed it, we'll get an output. That once in that output, whatever one sentences it will going to show it, that is enter a character. If you enter any character, that it will be showing it on the screen. Okay, this is about the put char. One minute. Okay. Next one, get ch. This is another function. See here. So this get ch function gets a character from the keyboard but does not echo to the screen. It only print the character on the screen. We are using this get ch. This is similarly as that of the printf, but this is similarly. Okay, see this example, hash include std input output at h conio dot h void main and character ch printf press any key. See here ch equal to get check. So we are assigning a function to the variable here. Ch is the variable and get ch is another function. We are assigning a value of variable to the get check and we are printing the value. See here printf, the key is pressed from the keyboard. So once we have executed this program, so once we the output screen will come on the screen. Okay, after that if you have entered any of the alphabet, that will be showing it on the screen. This is the output of this program. Okay, similarly get che. This function works as a get char function. The only difference is that while reading the input, the character that you have typed on the screen, so that you have seen what you have typed last. Okay, that is the description of the get check. This is an example, that is the program. See here we are going to get to know same as that of the program for get ch. Only different here is in the printf they have given again in the ch they have used as get check. in one time we have to assign the value as get che, and in another time we are assigning the value as get ch. So here for the get check, whatever the character we are entered on the screen, that it will going to print it. So whatever the last character you have entered, that too will be on the screen with the function called getChe. Okay, this is how we are writing a program over here for the C program. Next we can move to the one minute. So I think this is the end of this lesson. Okay, I think all of you have understood. If you have any doubts, you are very free to ping in a subject group. Okay, I will give these exercise questions and answers through the pictures as I earlier given for the previous chapters. Okay, all of you read the books carefully and start reading the lessons. So I will take a test. One day I will take the test of all the lessons till now, that what I have explained for 5 chapters. Okay, all of you be ready for the test. All of you write in textbook and in notes. I will check both in textbook and notebook. One day I will call you all some one by one peoples to the school to check the fairs and all. Okay, all of you should write it in the fair and textbook. Okay, then take care all of you. Bye.